I often get asked why spoon carving? Why am I such an advocate for spoon carving? Why am I so passionate about spoon carving? Why am I a spoon carving nerd? All those sort of questions. So today I thought I'd come on and cut out a spoon and kind of chat to you a bit about who I am and what I do and why I'm so passionate about the work that I do. So for those who haven't met me, I'm assuming most of you have seen me through social media, but my name is Ash. I'm a spoon carver, I'm a wood artist, I'm a social worker, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a whole range of different things. But I've been making art now for probably 6 years, I reckon. And art has always been my primary business. It was always there as a side hustle. It made quite good money. People loved my art. And then we're in this financial situation after COVID. And to be honest, I sell significantly less now than I've ever had before. So it's tough out there. I get no one has a lot of money. Expendable income is low. So art is kind of slow. Spoons, equally as slow. Hard to sell spoons at the minute. Markets are good, but that's my side business. And spoon carving for me started about 3 years ago, maybe a little bit more. I met a friend of mine, Denny, who is also a spoon carver. Weren't friends at the time. He's also a social worker. We met where he worked at the time, and he asked me to come over on the weekend and carve a spoon, which was not something you generally get asked. Anyway, I turned up, we carved a spoon. It was made out of dried cypress pine. It was pretty much like carving a brick, but I made a spoon, I sanded the shit out of it, and it turned out pretty cool. I gave it to my mum, and we kind of enjoyed carving together, and from there I purchased a carving kit from Chris at the Wood Tamer here in Australia, and never kind of looked back. Carving became something that I did a lot of, and when I find something in life that I like or I enjoy, I do it a lot, and I do it and I do it and I do it and I do it until I'm good at it. And for me, fly fishing is one of those. I love to fly fish. I think I go all right at it. I know where to find fish, catch fish. So anyway, I became really good at it and carved and carved and carved and carved and carved. And I would carve during movies, I would carve on the weekend. I carve kind of whenever I had a chance. And the reason why I carved is not so much for the end product of the spoon. It was more around, I guess, keeping my hands busy. Terrible nail biter. I fidget. I break pens like they're going out of fashion. My work desk is full of broken pens. So for me, spoon carving kept my hands busy. It kept my head busy. I didn't think about other things when I was spoon carving. If I did, you'd lose a finger, and no one really wants that. So it became a pretty quick outlet for me to do an activity that was good for my head, my hands, but soon became kind of good for the bank too. It was a hobby that has paid for itself. It's paid for my tools. It's paid for new experiences, meeting people. So that's the first reason why I enjoy spoon carving. The second reason is turning something that most people would consider waste or a byproduct or firewood and turning into something pretty. This particular wood is Blackheart sassafras from Tasmania. It's going to make an awesome looking spoon. So I love being able to reuse, recycle, turn other people's waste, I guess, into something pretty beautiful and something that people can look at and be proud of. The third thing that I really enjoy about spoon carving is less so about my hands, but good for my head. Because you don't have to listen to anything, you don't have to think about anything. You can probably hear my dogs in the background, sorry guys. Spoon carving is a very mindful activity. Spoon carving is something that you switch off to do, but also something that you can do socially, which kind of leads me into the next point of I've met some really cool people carving, and whether that be people I've met face to face. So Polly's a great bloke who I thoroughly enjoy carving with. Chris, who runs a wood tamer, is a standout legend. Danny, like too many people to count, and spoon carving sort of opened the doors to a new, I guess, realm of people that I probably may not have engaged with or met before if I hadn't started spoon carving. So it's got a really great social aspect. The last thing that spoon carving kind of does to me that I guess gets overlooked is it fills a gap in my life for passion. And I once was talking at a men's fly fishing program called the Fly Program that I used to co-facilitate, and we talk about when you were 80, you were at your party and your best mate was giving you a speech. What are the things that you want them to say about you? Or what kind of man would you like to be known as? And one of the things that I always said was passionate. I mean funny, good dad, all those sort of things. I'm pretty funny. However, beside the point, passion. And I once was chatting to a guy who was on the program, and he said, people can say they're passionate about a lot of things. And you can be passionate about football. You can be passionate about sport, politics, religion, whatever that might be. But how do you define general passion, something that you enjoy, as opposed to something that is wholeheartedly meaningful to you? And I kind of sat back and had a bit of a think about it. And for me, I'm passionate about two hobbies of mine. One is spoon carving and one is fly fishing. And the way that I know that I'm passionate about both of these activities is I want to share it with other people. The difference for me between liking something and being passionate about something is the desire to share it with other people. I want to share spoon carving with people, so I make videos. I run lessons. I teach people to carve. Spoon carving is a passion. I hope that it forever will be. And I hope it's something that through doing videos, you guys can also see a side of me that really does summarize passion. That was a perfect split. So yeah, spoon carving is more than just spoon carving for me. Yes, I'm the weed wood guy. Everywhere I go, I'm looking for wood. Or that was great. Everywhere I go, I'm looking for wood. Or I'm talking to arborists, or I'm trying to meet new people who are in the industry. But in essence, it's a few different things. It's keeping me busy. It's giving me a social outlet. It's good for my head, where I don't have to think about things. It's good for a business. And ultimately, you make pretty cool looking spoons. So that's it from me. I'm just going to keep carving the spoon out. I hope you got something out of it, or maybe it kind of sings your song of why you spoon carve, or maybe from this you might decide you want to carve too. There we go. One spoon, ready to carve. Thanks for listening.